Hello and welcome to my channel. I am Nonya, your real estate tutoress. I'm a licensed broker here in Illinois, as well as a licensed instructor. On this channel, I bring you the best tips and tools to getting your real estate license. I also answer any questions you may have about the process. If you're new here, welcome and do consider subscribing. In today's lesson, we're going to talk about governmental powers. That is definitely a topic you need to understand for the broker examination. When we talk about governmental powers, we're talking about the limitations a person has to their home ownership due to the government. So the government imposes certain laws, and that essentially restricts your rights and your ownership rights to your real estate property. There are 4 governmental powers we're going to talk about today. And so let's dive in and get to them. The 4 governmental powers are police power, eminent domain, taxation, and escheatment. Police power, eminent domain, taxation, and escheatment. I use the acronym PETE, P-E-T-E, to help me remember the 4 governmental powers. The first governmental power is police power. Now, this has nothing to do with your police department. That's just what it's called, police power. Police power is the authority that the state has to enact certain laws that preserve order, protect the public health and safety, and promotes the general welfare of its citizens. So these are the 3 reasons why police power is in place, all right? And the state has authority to enact these laws. So police power, state authority. Now the state, through what we call enabling acts, passes on their power to the local municipalities and counties. So now the counties and local municipalities can make these types of laws that will fit into those 3 categories, right? Preserve order, public health and safety, and then also the general welfare of the community. When we talk about police power, examples of them, think about if you wanted to build your house and you just build it however which way you wanted, right? At the end of the day, the community is just going to look a hot mess. And so that's kind of where these laws came from. So think about zoning ordinances. That's a part of police power. Now we know if we build a house, we have certain requirements so that we are preserving order, we are protecting health and safety. For example, your water waste that comes from the house, the waste that comes from the house, where does that go? Right, so that's part of police power, right? So police power is our first one. Second is eminent domain. Eminent domain is the right that the government has to acquire private property for public use. The government has the right to acquire private property for public use. Of course, they have to have valid reasons, right, to do so. It's essentially for the good of the community. And then secondly, they will compensate the homeowner the fair market value of their property when they do exercise this right. So eminent domain is a right the government has. And then when the government is in the process of taking over someone's property, that's called condemnation. Eminent domain is the right. Condemnation is the process. Quick recap: police power, eminent domain. The third one is taxation. Now, I like to talk about taxation and say taxation is a privilege of owning real estate, right? So we pay taxes, right, for different things, sales tax, everything tax, right? We're in Chicago. Homeowners also have taxes they have to pay. And the taxes, like all of the other taxes, are used to fund the government. So when they come up with their budget, they figure out, okay, we need to get more money from homeowners, and then they develop the property taxes for that year. If a person doesn't pay their property taxes, they essentially stand to lose the home. The government will stake a claim on the property, and eventually you could lose ownership of your property if you do not pay your property taxes. So taxation is a governmental power. It's a law. The fourth one is escheatment. Escheatment is a process whereby the state determines who will acquire real and personal property upon the death of an individual who dies without a will and with no heirs. So a person dies, no will, no heirs. We need to figure out what's going to happen to their assets. In the state of Illinois, a person's real property goes to the county where it is located. So in Illinois, when a person dies, no will, no heirs, their real property, their real estate escheats to the county where it is located. Quick recap: police power, eminent domain, taxation, and escheatment is the fourth one. And with that, we've come to the end of today's lesson. Hope this was beneficial to you. Let me know in the comments if you have additional questions. Also, let me know if you have other topics you wanted me to cover that I haven't already covered yet on my channel. As always, thank you so much for watching again. Jump on to the next one where you will see me again. And until next time, take care and happy studying to you.